John for about 1,500. Keep going, go. 1,500. Keep 1,500.
What's going on, everybody? You know who it is. It's JJ, and you know we're back at it like an addict, no rehab, because you know I'm addicted to giving you guys all this advice and information you're gonna need to get that quality of your dreams open, and you know just give you guys overall advice and information that may be helpful. You know, you can take it if you want it. If not, you know, it is what it is. This video, you know, it's raining, so auction was rained out today. Show you some footage on that here in the part of this video. But let's talk to you guys about floor plans. Let's get to it. So let's talk to you guys about floor plan. What is a floor plan? A floor plan is basically a line of credit that allows dealers to buy cars. It's basically a line of credit awarded to car dealers, so you can buy inventory. And basically, you know, what they call it is like you floored the inventory. Like, once the term is they're floored, and you floored it through this company, because there's certain companies that does these floor plans. Myself, I do have a floor plan. I don't technically use it. It's just there in case I do need it. I don't use it because typically on these floor plans, like, you know, unless you've been in the business for so long, just like anything, you know, once you do some business with somebody, a person for so long, or you know, been doing a certain type of business for so long, then you get a better rate. But being in there a shorter period of time, you know, the fees are really expensive. But a lot of times these floor plan companies, they do run promotion. They'll be like $60 for like 60 days, no payments on your floor plan for 150 days and stuff like that. But basically, you know, a floor plan is a line of credit. It's going to be based off your credit. So, you know, then it basically gives you access to, you know, to go buy some cars. But think about these floor plans. They're tricky situations in the fact that, you know, when you're new into the business, you know, and then a lot of these floor plans, they don't really break, like when they're just happy to get a dealer signed up, but they don't really break down to you how expensive like these floor plans start adding up. And that's what you see with, like, when you get into a business, like I've seen so many people from when I started that's not dealers no more, just because floor plans like eat them alive in fees and stuff like that. And there's so many people that was in the class when I first signed up to become a dealer that didn't even become a dealer, or didn't be, just because like these floor plans they get expensive, because, you know, because basically now, like, once you get a floor plan, you're basically working for this floor plan company. You're not technically working for yourself anymore, because, you know, you're on. But it helps you hustle harder too, because, you know, you're gonna hustle, but technically you're on the clock, you know, because you buy this car and then you floor it to this company, and you have 30 days to sell this car before they tack on another penalty. And then if it doesn't sell in that 30 days, and then you have another 30 days, and they tack on more penalties. And, you know, it usually is like, depending on the price of the car, the higher the car, the more that, you know, the fee is going to be cost to floor it. So, you know, a cheaper car, just say you take a car and like you buy it for $2 grand, but like a floor plan is okay if you're buying your cars the right way. But if you're just buying cars just to be buying, like a lot of these people are doing, and just buying these cars and just flooring them, it's not like. But if you buy a car for like $2 grand, and then, you know, the floor plan, you know, you're gonna have to pay your auction fee of probably like a couple $100. Then you're gonna pay, because say you can buy a car for $2 grand, and then plus the auction fees, then plus the floor, you got about 25, maybe 2,600 into that car. And then if you don't sell that car within 30 days, then the floor plan tax on probably somewhere between $200 to $300 more fees. So now you have like 2,900 in this car. I mean, if that car that you bought for $2 grand is worth $6 grand, then it's okay to floor. But if you're buying a car that for $2 grand that's only worth $3, and you floor it, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, because like these floor plan companies, and I'm gonna reach out to some of these floor plan companies, see if any of them just give me a list of their fees. More than likely they probably won't, because I'm not signed up with them. But hey, you know, all the worst they can say is no. But Me honestly, if you the best way I would say go about getting it is, you know, once you get your business open, once you get your LLC, I would say go apply for your business credit card and just basically use that business credit card to borrow your cars. Because, you know, I use my cash, but I also sometimes use my business credit card, and I'm building that up. You know, so then I can just cancel my floor plan altogether, because, you know, once they give me a business line credit and, you know, whatever amount, then I'll just use my business credit card to buy the car, and then just, you know, after I sell the car, pay back that money, and then just take my profit away. That's what I would do. That's just me. But hey, you know, if sometimes you have to start off with a floor plan, you know. But the thing about the floor plans is they're just tricky situations. Like, you know, if you're going to get one, make sure, you know, the person that signs you up tells you all the list and the details on it, because, you know, a lot of these floor plans do prey on these new dealers, you know, because, you know, just like anything, you know, once like, you know, just like any business you start new, you know, you're gonna have the internet company, all these companies start reaching out to you like, oh yeah, we know you, we see you just now opened up, and then, you know, they get you, and then now you up there paying a boatload of money and fees and stuff like that to these floor plans, and you're not making any money, and basically you're working for the floor plan company, because, you know, you just basically forced to sell these cars, and you got to sell these cars quickly, so you don't really get no time to relax, because you, like I said, you're on the clock. You basically, once you buy that car, your time starts now, and now you have to sell that car within that 30 days, or you're going to keep collecting curtailment. That's what they call it, the curtailment. Just, you're going to keep paying and paying onto this car. And then a lot of these companies, they only give you like, 3 months basically to either like basically pay off this vehicle, or you're gonna have, or like after that 3 months they're gonna charge you like that full amount of that vehicle, and that's just crazy. But it's like these floor plans, like, they're really just tricky stuff. Like, you know, if you don't have to use one, I wouldn't suggest you get one, but that's just me. But I mean, but if you need to use one, use it wisely. Don't never max out your floor plan. Basically just like a credit card. Don't never max out your credit card. I would never max out my floor plan. I would use a floor plan. Like, if y'all use the floor plan, y'all can use it the same way I use it. Like, I'll buy all of the cars that I can for cash, but then if I see one that I see for a good deal, like I said, like if it's worth $2 grand, but I mean, if I can buy it for $2 grand but it's worth $5 grand, then that's something I will put on the floor plan, something that I don't mind. You know, the nicer cars I'll be telling you guys about, like, I don't mind the nicer, newer car sitting a while, because it's gonna sell because of the value. So, but on these cheaper cars and stuff like that, use your cash. But I see people all the time, they'll buy a car, you know, for $1,000, then, you know, $100, $200 in auction fees, then $200-$300 on floor plan fees. Now you got like $1,500-$1,600 into the car. Then you got to do any repairs on the car. Now you got about $1,800 and $2 grand, almost $2 grand into this car. Now you're trying to sell it for $2,500. Now the car ain't sold in 30 days. Now you got a boom, a curtailment. Boom. Now you $2 grand into that car, and boom. Now when you finally sell it for, now you $2 grand, $2,100. Now when you finally sell it for that $2,100, you did all that and you only made $400. So, you know, these floor plans are just tricky, you know. But I'm gonna get more information to you guys. I'm gonna just let you know, this will probably just be part 1 of me talking about the floor plans, but I'm gonna get you guys a lot more information on that, and we're gonna break it down more. And I'm gonna try to get one of the people that works for one of the floor plan companies. I'm gonna try to do a sit down with one of them to see if they can go over it better and explain it a little bit better than I could, because I don't know the exact number on the fees and stuff. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Appreciate you guys. Love you. See you guys. Peace.